Good morning, boys, and welcome to the next lesson in Unit G, uploading digital media to the web. World Wide Web is actually a very useful tool allowing us to share and upload um, media, media being images, videos, and music, so that our friends around the world can access it at their will, and so can we. Now, there are a number of ways in which this can be done. The first, obviously, is using social networks like that of Facebook, where you obviously post your videos online. People can scroll and look at it, like it, comment on it, and so can you whenever you want. The next way is using a web space. Now, a web space is basically a storage unit on the internet, some of which you have to pay for. The more you pay, the more space you have online. So you can have 50 gigs, 100 gigabytes, or you get the free versions, which are 100 megabytes or 1 gigabyte. It varies. And essentially, what it is there are companies which have a multitude, thousands of computers, which act as storage. Um, there you can obviously keep your and they basically provide storage for you to upload your images, your data, or you can host websites. Um, yeah, it's just basically a massive storage room. And some internet service providers like Umax do provide free web space, but only a small amount. You have to use file transfer protocol software in order to access this the storage unit. And it's very easy, provided that you give people the password. They can actually look at your content in your storage unit. Especially, this is how websites work. The next is using web-based services, so quite common ones are YouTube and Vimeo. By the way, Vimeo is an anagram for movie. So each of these has their own advantages and disadvantages. YouTube is your general place where people upload all kinds of videos. It's obviously the biggest it hosts the most amount of videos in the world. Vimeo is upcoming. It's more of a specialized professional web-based service. It's not where you're going to find your average Joe posting his video of his dog pitching a ball. It's for photographers, for your professionals, your accountants. That's where they put their stuff. Other places are like Google Drive and Dropbox. Once again, you can obviously allow people to have access to access to these things. As with Dropbox, as you know, you can sort it according to groups. Different groups have different access. This is obviously a bit more private than, say, no, sorry, it's very public, or it can be very private. So basically, these are the sort of four main areas where you can store digital media. Primarily, we're going to focus on web space and web servers. So your first requirement is to work out where on the DC website you can store audio files and video files that fellow users, fellow digital creator students can look at whenever they feel like. But first, you obviously have to create an audio and video file with a specific purpose. It can't be anything random. It has to both have to have a specific purpose. So if you choose to make a video file on your favorite hobby, that's great, but it must have an audience. You've got to be creating this for someone or for some people. And this has to be highlighted in the blog, that you have what your purpose for this audio and video file is, and who the audience is. The audio and video file both have to be 2 minutes in length, and that's pretty much that's what you have to create. So you have to first, so once you've created those two, you have to upload them to the place where digital creator users can look at them and download them at their will, and also to the assignment section where we typically upload your assignments, where it basically says you have a 20 megabyte upload limit. That's where it has to go next. In your blog, on top of actually briefing why or what your purpose is for the audio and video files and who the audience is, you have to briefly but accurately describe what you've learned in this lesson, sort of regarding this presentation. Regarding the presentation, you also have to explain how you could have improved upon your work. What would you have done differently? You have to justify which web-based service you upload the video and audio file to. So, with regarding your video, you would in your blog and in your notes explain I would choose to upload my video file to YouTube and give reasons why, and then you could obviously choose where your audio file would go to. So those are two things you must also consider and put those both in your blog and in your notes. Yeah, in your notes section, you must give an opinion of the two export options. So in terms of uploading a video and video file and audio file to a web space, which we will provide. It'll be actually won't be so much a web space, but actually a space on the local server. But you've got to obviously comment on actually uploading to that and how you find it. Is it easier for your friends to access it using file transfer protocol software, or using a web-based service, something like YouTube or Vimeo or Dropbox? You decide. You give that opinion. Yeah, so essentially that is actually it. I'm also going to be providing a workbook, which is from DC, which just gives you an outline of what has to be done. So yeah, that's essentially it. Yeah, there will also be written instructions, so follow those as well. And obviously instructions will be changed or can be changed and updated as the lesson progresses. Thank you very much for listening.